Welcome to the magnificent world of birds.
Here you learn about this incredible animal.
There are 9,271 species of birds in the world, and here in Colombia we have the largest variety of species.
Let's start with the main characteristics. Birds are herbivorous and late amniotics, are vertebrate animals, which means they have a backbone. They are endothermic, that means they have warm blood and they can regulate the body temperature. The feathers of the tail are used to control your body temperature.
Now let's explore the systems. First one, skeletal system. Birds have lighter weight bones. Pneumatic bones will have hollow air spaces within the bones are directly connected to the respiratory system. Medullary bones, which are an important source of calcium for its eggs.
Let's continue with the muscular system. They have 175 muscles, concentrated in the center of the body. Its largest muscle is the pectoral, also called breast, which is attached to the wings bone. When they are contracted during flying, the wings are pulled down. They have small muscles called the supracoracoideus. When they contract, they are pulled.
And now the circulatory system. They have a four-chambered urinary blood vessels. By the arteries, the blood is carried through the body, and the blood is returned to the heart by the veins. And the fun fact is that they have a bigger heart than mammals.
But have you ever wondered how does the digestive system work? Their digestive tube extends from the mouth through the entire length of the body to an external opening called the cloaca. Their stomach is divided in two parts. The proventriculus, that taps from digestive juices to digest bones that sometimes they eat, and the gizzard has a muscular wall that works like teeth to pulverize the food. Some birds have a portion of their esophagus called a crop, where they keep what they have ingested for them to digest it later and quickly.
And now, how do they breathe? The organs that work in the respiratory system are the nostrils, trachea, lungs, and air sacs. By the lungs, the oxygen passes into the bloodstream and then to the body cells. The oxygen passes through the air sacs that help to cool the internal organs and maintain the body temperature.
Finally, let's talk about the nervous system. Their nervous system consists of brain, senses, organs, and nerves. The nerves carry messages from their organs and also from the brain to the organs. They have the best vision of all animals. They have an acute vision and an excellent perception.
Birds are one of the classes that have adapted more to their environment with the pass of the time. The beaks of the birds have adapted depending on their needs of feeding. For example, the cracker beak is a short and thick for cracking seeds. The spear beak have adapted for fishing, and the Swiss Army knife beak has multiple uses like eating fruit, seeds, insects, and other animals. Birds that live in the prairie have developed a special color in their wings from them to blend into the tall grass and wildflowers.
Short rounded wings for birds like pheasants and quail help them make quick takeoffs to escape from predators.
They have also adapted their feet according to their needs, like hunting, climbing, swimming, etc. For example, the grasping claws are used to catch fish from water. The swimming feet is used to swim, used by the birds that spend their time in water. The climbing feet is used to climb trees without falling.
As birds need a string of light weights for flying, some of the bones of the belly are fused into a single structure.
The shape of the wings have different characteristics that belong to the bird, depending on their diet. For example, the hawk needs to fly high to be unnoticed by its terrestrial prey, which are usually small animals.
Now let's talk about how they interact with other species. In other words, let's talk about ecology. The eggs the birds lay contain daughter streaks that work as camouflage from the several predators. The breeding seasons of some birds depends on the season, which is usually spring because it's abundant, its food supply is general.
Birds are the best croppers in earth because they spread the seeds attached to their feathers wherever they go, whether they are resident or migratory. Some birds, like hummingbirds, also pollinate the flowers with their beaks, just as bees.
Finally, let's talk about how we, humans, affect their ecosystems. In the freshwater marsh ecosystem, we found the eaters, like semi-webbed duck and goose, and the pelicaciforms, that are pelicans and gannets. But some of anthropic activities have affected birds in different ways. Contaminating their main food source, fish, with petroleum, garbage, and chemicals. To the waders and pelicaniforms, the petroleum covered their wings, damaging their impermeable system and let them die of hypothermia.
In the forest ecosystem, we find a variety of birds. Some of them are migratory, and others residents. The most common are owl, woodpecker, and barred owls. Most of these species live in trees, which are normally felled by humans for our own good. Nowadays, some people practice bird hunting. In some countries, it's legal. In some countries, the contamination produces acid rain, which fall into the forest soil, contaminating the organisms that are birds' food source.
The marine birds are found in the coast, but humans contaminate their main food source, fish, with petroleum, garbage, and chemicals. Some birds that live in very cold places and spend time floating underwater are covered with petroleum, damaging their impermeable system and let them die of hypothermia. Most of these birds, looking for food, ingest plastics and garbage in general, which kills them choked or most of the times intoxicated.
One of the species that, thanks to the contamination, is in danger of extinction is the yellow-eared parrot, also called Ocnorhynchus icterotis. This is a Colombian ethnic bird that lives in the mountain forest where the palm wax is found. In the palm wax, they nest, reproduce, and feed. The species has disappeared with the time because of deforestation of said palm, and because of the illegal traffic of pigeons as pets.
Now that you have explored the world of birds, you can go and admire their beauty.
Thanks for your attention.